So, Shannon, some people have said the Cowboys would be in a better spot if Zeke had accepted the suspension at the beginning of the season. Should they have?
Hell no. It's easy for them to say because it's not their pelt that Roger Goodell is trying to nail to the wall, Skip. You know what I notice about punishment? People always say you should have taken the punishment because they don't have to serve it. It's easy to say. He should have just went ahead and served. That's easy for you to say because you're not the one that's being suspended. You're not the one that's being without football when football is what you do. You're not the one that's losing money, and it's also not your reputation. Even if Zeke didn't love football, the man is fighting for his name, and he has every right to do it. So it's easy for people and fans and everybody to say, well, if he'd have did this earlier, now they could have come back, and now Zeke would have been primed. He'd have been ready. Yeah, that's easy to say. That's hindsight, knowing what you know now. But if I'm Zeke, I would handle it the exact same way as he did. I'm going to try to fight it until I have no more avenues to go down. And then when they tell me I've exhausted all of my appeal attempts, well, I'm going to go sit it down. But until then, Skip, I'm going to keep fighting. And he should have. There's no guarantee that I understand that they went 3-3 without Zeke in this spot. And if you look at the early games, they might have gone 3-3 and they get Zeke back. Maybe they go on the road. You can probably count the times in the last 10 years on one hand, the times a team have won 10 straight ball games, because that's what you would have asked the Cowboys to do. Now, they did it last year, and a lot of things went well for them last year. Just like in 2015, Kansas City got on the roll and almost caught Denver. They won their last 10 ball games. But that doesn't happen often, Skip. You covered this game far enough, long enough, I've played it. You don't win 10 games it's very, very rarely that a team wins 10 games. So I have no problem with Zeke fighting for his reputation, fighting to try and beat this suspension, because it was he that has something to lose. No one else. Everybody says, oh, take the punishment. Yeah, it's easy for you to say because you're not the one that's going to be receiving said punishment.
I am with you on your big picture premise about this. I was happy and I encouraged him to fight back for his reputation.
Absolutely.
And to his credit and their credit, just like Tom Brady, they did win one round of court, district court. This one in Texas, Brady's in Manhattan. They won it. They didn't win it. They won it in a rout because each of those judges, Judge Berman up in New York and the judge in Texas, basically laughed the NFL out of their courtroom and said, you have no merit. And they were judging the merits of the case. And remember, the Kia Roberts issue came up where Kia Roberts had gone against Roger Goodell and her bosses actually, and testified at the appeals hearing.
Lisa Friel.
Yeah, Lisa Friel, and said, I interviewed the accuser 6 times, 4 by phone, twice face-to-face, and I didn't find her credible.
Correct.
So they had that piece of evidence in the district court, and he won. So I think Zeke, in fighting back and winning one round of court, I think he saved some face. I think he earned some benefit of the doubt, maybe. Like you've said, some people just believe he did it.
Right.
I don't know. How do you feel, Joy, about this? Did it help his case at all to go win one round of court just for his sake? Just for his reputation. I think it did.
I mean, I think if you believe that he did it, then
then you're just going to say, okay, that's fine.
About it.
That's fine.
If you're on the fence, maybe it swayed you a little bit, but I think more, if anything's going to sway you, it was the way that the NFL handled the investigation to begin with.
Fine. But I think in Zeke's heart of hearts, he felt good about how much effort he put into it, and they got through one round. And remember, then it goes to appeals court, and he didn't lose in appeals court. They told him, hey, we can't even get you on our docket for 3 more weeks. And by the way, we do say this, you have to start serving now. What?
Yeah.
You're not going to rule on my case,
right.
but you're telling me I have to start serving my suspension right now?
So you basically already telling me what?
Right. So
I'm fighting a losing battle.
So if he's going to serve 3 games, why would you even get on the docket and go back and try to fight again? You might as well just, they finally just said, okay, we give up.
People like, well, Zeke should just go ahead and take his medicine. Zeke said, but I don't need medicine. Hell, I ain't sick.
Yeah.
I don't want to take any medicine.
Right.
And that's the thing, Skip. And I find it so funny that people are like, well, he should have done this. And I said this from the beginning. I'm fighting. I'm fighting, Skip. Because the man said, Zeke said, I've done some things I'm not proud of.
Yep.
I just didn't do this. Okay, so he's going to fight. Everybody fight. Even some people that, Skip, they done killed 9 people, 10 people, and they go into court, not guilty. Bro, they got you, they just walked you out of the place and see all the people, the dead bodies, not guilty. I'm going to fight it. So Zeke, I'm fighting. I'm fighting
Okay.
it. I don't. You taking her word as he against she. I'm not doing it. And I agree with Zeke because Roger Goodell was not going to hang any fans. Jerry Jones had no skin in the game. Yeah, it's his team, but at the end of the day, Jerry's reputation is intact.
Yep.
Whatever you think of Jerry, that scarlet letters,
Yep.
is not going next to Jerry Jones' name.
No. Mm-mm.
That was going next to Zeke Elliott's
Correct.
name. And Zeke says, I'm going to fight for my name. I'm fighting for my mom. I'm fighting for my dad because I don't want people thinking that their son would do something like this.
Okay. Now, back on the football field. Why is my Dallas Cowboys season teetering on missing the playoffs? Why is it a long shot for them to even slip in the back door of the playoffs? Because of back-to-back home losses with Ezekiel Elliott. That's my problem with the whole year. As I look back on it, they lost to the Rams, who proved to be really good.
Yeah.
We didn't know for sure how good they were.
We knew.
Okay, and they lost to the transcendental Aaron Rodgers the next game. These are both at home. Back-to-back games. And Zeke played in both of them. Zeke played kind of ho-hum the first one. He had 21 carries for 85 yards against the Rams.
That's 4 yards to carry. That's pretty good.
Decent, but the second game, 29 for 116. That's better. That's pretty vintage Zeke. That's another 4 yards a carry. They lead the first game 24-16 at half. They lead the second game against Aaron Rodgers 21-12 at half. And they collapse on defense in the second half. Wait, somebody's speaking on this side of the table. You do not get to interject until I finish what happened.
Okay.
So we're back to what you ridicule, and you already took another shot at him this show. You started off.
Who I take a shot at?
Sean Lee. Sean Lee. I'm going to say it again. Sean Lee. So this team is 7-1 with Sean Lee in the lineup on defense this year, and 1-5 without him. And those two games were no Sean Lee in the second half. And they just got run out of their own building by the Rams and Aaron Rodgers. Run out of their own building.
Hold on.
Defensive collapses.
If you don't mind me asking, okay, Zeke has missed 6 games. Sean Lee has missed 6 games.
Yep.
How many games has Dak Prescott missed?
He hasn't missed any, but
okay.
Hold on, you asked, I'm going to finish.
No, Skip, you've been
Thank
going
you.
on. No,
my
Skip,
turn.
no.
Did
you
he not ask me a question?
No. I was speaking hypothetically.
Yeah, you asked me, you opened the door. I'm going to run through it.
Okay, hypothetically speaking.
How about it wasn't hypothetical, it was a literal question.
How about statistically speaking? I'm going to finish this. With Zeke in the lineup, this team is 5-3. Without him, it's 3-3. Are those Sean Lee kind of numbers? I think not.
Hold on.
Wait,
but
that means Sean Lee is more valuable than Ezekiel Elliott.
But this is what I want you to
Thank you for introducing that.
So what you
Counselor?
I love it. Because you told me the quarterback is the most important position on the football field. So are you telling me Sean Lee is more important than Dak Prescott?
Hold on just a second. In those 2 games that I just brought up, the 2 crushing losses, Dak's QBRs was 78 against the Rams, which is really good, and 97 against Aaron Rodgers, which is great. So thank you, Dak, for those 2 performances, but he doesn't play safety, I told you.
Joey,
maybe he should play
he was at
linebacker.
my restaurant. He came in. I stayed open late for him because I know he one of the more hot L's.
Yeah.
But hold on. But what you telling me, Skip, if he that boy dog like you tell me he is, he got to win those games because old Nick Foles went up. They didn't have Carson Wentz. They went up there and got a dub.
Yeah, but who has a really good defense? The Philadelphia Eagles do.
Whoa.
With Sean Lee, this is a pretty good defense. Without him, it's the worst defense in the NFL, and I can just show you
If
the
your
stats. It's the worst in the NFL.
If your quarterback is that guy, that guy, that dude, that boss, that boy dog like you say he is, you be talking about him, he got to deliver us from evil. He didn't do it.
Who's still afloat in the playoff race? Dallas is. They're still afloat.
Well, we know what floats.
Who's won 3 in a row?
Yeah. Put something on it. Y'all don't get to the playoffs. Put something on it.
Well, that's really bold of you.
I told you
That's
at the beginning.
gutsy.
Hold on, Skip.
Yeah.
I told you at the beginning of the year, Skip.
Yeah.
I told you.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll bet you a single bottle of Diet Mountain Dew to 10 cases of Diet Mountain Dew that the Cowboys make the playoffs. Will you take? Those are the odds right now.
I tell you what I do.
Those are the odds. What do they have? Like a 4%? I don't know.
Y'all got a 7% chance.
7% chance. Okay, so 1 bottle. I'll bet you 1 bottle versus 10 cases.
I got a better chance of being run over by a train coming down Wilshire Boulevard.
Well, I hope you.
Ain't no train close by Wilshire Boulevard.
I hope not.
Don't worry about it, Skip Bayless. You are done.
Yeah.
And I told you, Zeke already done told him up in Cabo. He said, hold this hotel room. They got the more hot wings and some hot doves waiting on him, Joe.
Still it's still possible. Oh, they have hot dubs waiting there too?
They got hot dubs for them. Oh, they gonna win a couple of games, but the NFC South, nobody's losing their final 2.
Oh, really?
And Detroit, you think Green Bay gonna beat Detroit without Aaron?
Stranger things have happened.
The strangest thing that happened is that your guy got exposed.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.